What is the most insane way a director has directed his actors? One can mention Stanley Kubrick psychologically torturing Shelley Duvall while filming The Shining.
We're killing ourselves out here and you've got to be ready.
I am too, I'm standing
So we
right
play
by
mood
the
music?
door. No, I can't
Yeah, but when you
hear.
came in like this, you said just
We're sitting there because they say, wait a minute,
okay.
and then you say on the radio,
But when you
go.
do it, you've got to look desperate, Shelley. I don't sympathize with Shelley.
Noel Marshall endangering his entire cast and crew on the set of Roar by having them interact with real untrained lions also comes to mind.
Get off of her! Open her!
But among them is a less dangerous and unethical example, which is how Werner Herzog got his cast to display collective madness for his 1976 film Heart of Glass. Its story takes place in a small Bavarian town whose whole economy relies on its glasswork, more specifically the special ruby glass that is manufactured there. But there is a problem. The glassworks foreman has died without telling anyone how to make the ruby glass, dooming his town to financial ruin. In response, the town slips into madness while trying to rediscover how to create the precious ruby glass. And while developing the film, Herzog tried to think of ways he could get stylized depictions of madness from his actors. And the method he resorted to was hypnotism, meaning that almost every person on screen was under deep hypnosis, save for the main character, who was supposed to be a clairvoyant who receives visions of future events. So the glazed look of a hypnotized person was not appropriate, as Herzog wanted him to seem as if he is gazing deeply forward. And of course the people working with the hot glass weren't hypnotized either, as the heat would be too dangerous to allow a person under a trance to handle it. As a result, the acting has this eerie feel to it, most of the cast members moving and speaking in a zombie-like manner, which gives scenes of rather mundane events like a tavern brawl an uncanny quality. I find this old man's laughter to be particularly unsettling. And if that wasn't crazy enough, Herzog wanted to go so far as to hypnotize the audience as well, planning to include a clip of himself at the film's beginning where he would put people in a trance, then appear again at the end to wake everyone up. Though due to the dangers involved, like someone reacting badly to hypnosis, he scrapped that idea. What's also interesting is the improvised dialogue the actors came up with while under hypnosis, like in this scene where Herzog gave the actress the suggestion that the entire town is made of ruby glass, which while in a trance caused her to say this.
Hier die Kirche. In der Kirche leben Tiere. Tiere aller Art. Hasen, Hühner, Rehe, Vögel, Kühe. Aber kein Mensch ist in der Kirche zu sehen.
Which to me is a perfect depiction of an insane person's nonsensical ramblings. One could criticize this method for being gimmicky, and by saying that a well-trained enough actor could achieve a facsimile of this, but I think the results speak for themselves, as I have never seen acting as eerie and uncanny as this, and it adds greatly to the atmosphere, and if they had acted without hypnosis, there could have been a danger of some actors going over the top, hence ruining the film's tone. The movie itself is kind of a slow burn. Even Herzog himself described it as
the slowest of the slow, the strangest of the strange.
I would have to admit that much of it feels tedious, with many scenes feeling pointless and drawn out, and after a while the main character's descriptions of his clairvoyant visions start to drain one's patience, feeling more and more like some annoying and pretentious poetry. And the ending does feel abrupt and kind of comical, with the main character getting imprisoned, then escaping somehow into the woods with no shot of him doing so, only to end up fighting an invisible bear.
This is a very strange scene. Why was there no bear? Why is that important?
I can't explain. I can't explain.
Though what I think the story's biggest problem is how we never get to see the town before it goes mad, which would perhaps have helped me care more about its denizens, as it would have allowed me to get attached to them in their normal state. But I would still recommend it, as there is no other film I know that depicts collective madness as well as Heart of Glass.